I don't think Hurts is low on that list because of Hurts. I think he's low on that list because that offense has no rhythm to it right now, and you got injuries in the – bro, I'll tell you this. Your old line is really a problem. Without further ado, we bring in our friend, Big Z, the king of giving out merch, my boy, right here.
What's up, Big Sills? How you doing, brother?
So give me your takeaways on what you heard with Patullo today.
And it doesn't sound like he's very comfortable, does it?
It doesn't sound like he has any answers.
No, I mean, I don't think it's Kevin Patullo that much. I mean, it's some him, but it's not all him. I mean, it's partly Jalen Hurts, it's partly Patullo, it's partly the guys not practicing, it's a lot of every different thing. So I don't think it's all Kevin Patullo. Could he be better? Absolutely, but it's his first time picking up a clipboard, man, on the side of the field. You know?
Well, there lies my problem even more then.
Well, yeah, I've been saying that.
The 31st ranked coordinator has got the keys to the Ferrari, and he's driving a cement mixer around Philly right now. He thinks the Ferrari's a cement mixer instead of a Bugatti. I mean, come on, bro. Where are we going with that there?
He's driving like an electric golf cart or something.
Yeah, that's low on juice.
Yeah, really.
Holy
yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens. I think we got to
exactly.
What's that?
8 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see how it continues to develop from here. But it does look a lot like it did last year, and we're going to see how it evolves. I do think it's more. I think it's more Jalen, and I don't say that as a knock. I think people are expecting an offense that's not like Jalen Hurts. You know, Jalen Hurts is a conservative, run-first quarterback in this scheme. That's what he wants to be. That's what he's been told to be, and I think he believes in it. I mean, forget being told. I think he believes that's the best way to win football games. He's won 16 straight when he finishes. Think about it. 16 times in a row, when that clock struck 0 and he walked off the field, he won the football game. And that's all he cares about. So I don't think he's trying to evolve it. You know, if you go back and re-listen, and I don't think anybody will do this, but if you go back and re-listen to our training camp reports on JAKIB Sports when they were doing, and we haven't seen any of the year, John talked almost every day about how vanilla the passing game was. Didn't push the ball down the field at all. A lot of checkdowns, a lot of underneath, nothing big, nothing explosive in the passing game. Now that's how it looks in the games. Like I was kind of ready for this, but what I think is a bigger problem is that they're not running the ball as effective right now as they were last year. Offensive line hasn't been as good early in the year here, so I think that's a bigger problem. But we'll see. I mean, I think they'll continue to evolve. Here's the one thing I'll say too. All right, that people got to remember. Not only are we talking about 8 quarters of football, but we're talking about 8 quarters of September football. Big-time players in this league and on this team make big-time plays in big-time moments. That's what you pay big players for. And they had that happen last year with all of their big superstars. Now, that's not a guarantee they're going to do it again. I'm just saying you need A.J. Brown. If A.J. Brown's nowhere to be found in the Super Bowl, yeah, we got problems, you know. But I expect these guys to make big-time plays as the season goes on when they need to make big-time plays. And it's a little concerning to start, but I think they'll pick it up.
Here's what I'm thinking. It's not anything to do with whether or not that they're not going to figure it out or Jalen won't figure it out. I don't want Kevin Patullo putting Jalen Hurts in a bad position to win. I mean, that's my concern. Yeah. Hurts is getting him out of it by ad-libbing and going off script. Dude, they're in the top 10 in rushing, not because of the rushing game. They're in there because of Jalen Hurts. They're effective in red zone and down on the goal line because of Jalen Hurts, not because of anything that Kevin Patullo's doing. So, okay, you're right. We got the next 2 games coming up here, big guy. We got Rams and we got Buccaneers coming up in the next 2 weeks.
Bucks,
How you feeling heading into those games?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like we're gonna have a bigger problem this week is, we're gonna stop focusing on the offense so much, and we're gonna be talking about Adoree Jackson. That's my bold prediction for the week on a negative front, is that nobody talks about the passing next week. It's all right back on Adoree Jackson and what they look like on the defensive side of the ball. They got good weapons. They have good weapons, man, on the Rams team, and Matt Stafford can obviously sling the rock. So it's gonna be a good one, Sills. Get me a going. It's in Philly, though.
Yeah, that's a huge advantage.
Yeah.
They didn't ask the follow-up question on why Vic blitzed. It was to hide Adoree. He didn't want to go. He felt.
Was it to hide Adoree, or was it because the receiver sucked so bad he felt
both? It was to hide. You know why did? Okay, well, let me ask you, common sense wise.
But Pump says Bucks look good. Did you think they looked good last night?
No.
They had like 14 points in the first couple drives, and then after that, they were silent until the last drive.
Defensively, they did, Pump.
Defensively, they look good. Yeah,
okay,
but they just lost Kalachi Kancey. Offensive line was nowhere last night. Obviously,
yeah, they had 4 new dudes in the O line last night.
Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I thought that Baker gutted that win out. So they didn't follow up the question, though, dude. You know what they didn't follow up saying? Did you blitz because you weren't confident with the guys in the secondary? In the Super Bowl, you didn't blitz because you were comfortable with the guys you had in the secondary and the pressure you got on the quarterback. Now, we blitzed them because, we just felt like it. Hey, man, that's not an answer, Vic. You know what it is. I got another problem with your boy Kevin Patullo here.
Oh, man.
Okay, so wait a minute here.
You're like Angelo now. He's Bobo. He's full Bobo to you after 8 quarters.
Well, wait. Well, here's one of the reasons why. So supposedly Calcaterra missed the block, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he misses a lot of blocks.
Okay. So to add to that, why are you calling a play where an integral part of that play is that your tight end has to make an efficient block, and that guy's got to make a play for it to be a play that's going to work, and that guy's deficiency is blocking, and you still call that fucking play? How do you not know your personnel when you're calling that play situationally?
Well, I mean, it's one thing to not be good at blocking. It's one thing to completely blow it. He completely blew it.
Well, why would I assume he would make the block when I know he doesn't usually
Well, I mean,
block?
you were hoping he could hold up for one more second.
That's a hell of a strategy. Hope is a strategy now for the Eagles.
Still, sometimes you call fucking plays and they don't work out, dude, because somebody misses something. That's how.
But I'm not going to call a play if I know this guy can't fucking block. I'm not going to put myself in that position.
All right. So what do you want to call? Check down, Charlie?
Call an RPO. Get Jalen.
I'm waiting for them to do that. They don't seem to want to do that.
Did you hear what his answer was to that? They're coming.
Yeah, that he's been saying that all summer. They're coming. What does that even mean?
Well, I think you might need them.
I wouldn't be mad at him. Jalen Hurts threw for damn near 4,000 yards that year, man.
Bro, Hurts was great that year. He was great. I want to. Hey, dude, do you think there's any coincidence?
Did you hear John talking about Shane Steichen this morning?
What did he say about him?
I thought you'd pick up on that. You did.
What did he say?
We just briefly talked about the Colts for literally 60 seconds probably. And he just said, I'm happy for Shane. I like Shane. He's finally got the quarterback that will just run his offense.
Oh my God. By the way, I won't lie to you. I got Daniel Jones in my top 10 quarterbacks in the first 8 games.
First 2 games? Yeah, I mean, he probably looks like it. I think that's fair. First 2 games.
I'm not like an all list for.
Do you not have Jalen in there?
Here, well, I'll do it now.
Yeah, Harry Butterfield. Paul Revere Patullo.
Here, I'll do it.
The RPOs are coming. Oh man.
You got to be at the Old North Church. We're gonna get a lantern too. How you doing?
You gotta be kidding me, Harry.
That's pretty fucking funny. All right. So here's my top NFL. Let me do the NFL teams first.
Uh-oh.
Number 10. I know that Daniels is hurt, but I still got the Commanders there at 10.
Yeah,
Number 9.
They're not at my 10th team, that's for sure.
Number 9. I got the Colts here.
Yeah, that makes
at
sense.
number 9. Now,
They
this
look
is
good.
8 quarters. Okay, the first
So
8
how in God's name do you have the Commanders? They look terrible through 8 quarters.
because I know what that quarterback's going to do. Now he's hurt.
Yeah, dude, that quarterback. What's he got, a rib injury this week? Yeah, little buttercup Jaden Daniels, dude. It's the NFL, Jaden Daniels. I've been saying this all fucking summer.
And you'll be dead wrong by the end of the year with this guy.
Can Jaden Daniels hold up,
We'll
Sileo?
Okay. Well, guess what? I'm going to go on the side of Jaden Daniels with that. Number 8.
He's got
I'm going to go Lions here at number 8.
Yeah, they bounced back with a 50 burger. They deserve to get pushed.
But like you said, it's the Bears.
Yeah, but 50's 50 in the NFL. That's a good offense.
This might be too low, but I've got the Chargers at 6. Number 5. I think the Bucs 2 road games, 2-0. I got the Bucs at 5 there. I think their defense.
That's a little high for them.
Okay. Number 4. Well, I don't think they're better than these teams. Number 4. I got the Ravens at 4. I've got the Bills at 3. I've got the Packers at 2.
Oh, boy.
And number 1? Well, here. Let me put it.
I don't know how you have the Eagles number 1.
Well, I'll tell you why.
Frankly.
Have you seen anybody dominant so far in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season where you went like this? Man, you know what? Man, that fucking team. Maybe the Packers, you could make the comment that
the Packers, I was going to say, is the team that have splashed the most.
Okay, but my question mark is the quarterback still. Okay, so I'm going to give Vic and his defense and the Eagles until somebody proves otherwise to me. I'm going to put the Eagles at 1 there. I mean, have you really? I mean, outside of the Packers, do you really think there's been a dominant football team?
No, it's too early for that, though. It's too early for that. It really is.
So you have to kind of stick with the dudes, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's my top 10 quarterbacks.
Top 10 teams is okay. That Commanders at 10 was egregious.
I know you got to get that one right. We'll see at the end of the year here. My top 10 quarterbacks at number 10. Boy, I love this man, and he will prove me right like he did a year ago when I dubbed him the Offensive Rookie of the Year, taking his football team to the NFC Championship. Jaden Daniels at number 10. Hope
that knee holds up, Jaden.
At number 9, I sure hope that OC holds up. Man from the city of brotherly love, Jalen 100.
Oh man, that OC holds up.
Jalen 100 Hurts is at number 9.
What's that? His passing average?
I don't know. That's what Chris Jones called him. Number 8, I've got Matthew Stafford at number 8. At number 7. I've got Jordan Love. This is the first 8 quarters of the season. At number 6, I can't believe I'm saying this, and I probably won't be saying this after week 5. Daniel Dimes Jones. Woo, Shane Steichen. Could that guy win Comeback Player of the Year?
Yeah. He's the leader in the clubhouse after 2 weeks.
Man, number 6. Number 5. 5 touchdowns, turns it around, and puts a 50 burger up on the board. Jared Goff. At number 4, got to hand it to Baker Mayfield. No turnovers. It's the first time since the merger, 1970 AFL-NFL merger, that a team on a game-winning drive with less than 10 seconds goes on to win and starts out the season 2-0. They did it against the Texans, and they did it against the divisional foe of the Atlanta Falcons. Number 3, woo! Look at what coaching does for you. Too bad Jalen doesn't have this guy as his head coach. Jim Harbaugh has made Justin Herbert look like a superstar since he's been the head football coach. and I think the third best quarterback playing after the first 8 quarters is Justin Herbert. Number 2, I don't really think Lamar Jackson played that shitty in that Buffalo game. And I think he surely played great in that second ball game. I got Lamar Jackson sitting at number 2. And at number 1, all you got to do is just take 17 off and put that fucking big old Superman thing right there. And put old Joshy Allen right there in the middle of that Superman chest there.
Josh is
number
number
1
one.
player is Josh
He
Allen
is.
at
He
that
is.
position.
I agree with number 1 for sure. See him
So-
break his nose, get put right back in there.
I don't think Hurts is low on that list because of Hurts. I think he's low on that list because that offense has no rhythm to it right now, and you got injuries in the – bro, I'll tell you this. Your old line is really a problem. I mean, your internal old line.
Landon is not himself right now.
No.
He was getting tossed by Chris Jones in that game, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it as much when I was watching the game. I mean, I noticed it a little, but after watching, I rewatched it. I was rewatching it before I came on here. He was getting tossed, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was a couple plays that Chris Jones barely had to do much, and he was around him.
You see him swat him once? Just
Yeah,
swatted
he
him.
swatted him. I mean,
boom.
Scoot.
Threw him right out of the way there.
You don't see that very often. So
I'm going to ask you the simplest question I can. What's wrong with the offense? Yeah, if you had to put, like, what's wrong with it?
No rhythm. No rhythm.
No rhythm.
You know, no communication. No, I think it's almost too simple for its own good in a way. You know,
Too
AJ Brown, predictable. I mean, you know, somebody put out this. Let me read this to you. Now, to the eyeball, the fan, and me included, the watcher, not to forget the fan, the consumer through the TV might not notice this. But when you look at the tape, this is a little bit alarming here. Somebody tweeted me this. All right, the Eagles formation majorly tips off the plays they'll run. Yesterday, so referring to Sunday, 11 plays from pistol, only one of them was a pass. 14 plays from under center, 0 of them were passes. 33 plays from shotgun, and 26 of them were passes.
Whoa. Dude, I know what I mean, okay. Really?
So I'm just saying, if you're a D coordinator and you're watching the tape on the Eagles, you know, you might not notice that if you're a viewer, you know, or you're not up to date. But anybody watching defensive film coming into the games versus the Eagles is picking up on that very quickly.
Any good coordinator would. I want to throw this at you here. Dude, this guy, Vic Fangio, whatever they're paying him, they need to double it.
And look at Senor. Senor says he threw that out there already. Senor, I apologize, Senor. Maybe, Senor, we'll get you your own show one day, all right? And you can come on up and share all that stuff with the great people of Jacob Nation.
So the Eagle defense is 9th after 8 quarters of football. No way did I see that. Passing defense, they're 8th. With Adoree. Rushing defense, they're 21st. Wow. That's not good. No. Scoring defense, they're 12th. I think they were number 1 in almost every one of these. Red zone defense.
Let's go look at the Rams. Dude, the Rams have had 2 good games. I'm telling you right now, this Rams team right now.
Get this, the Rams are number 1 in scoring defense.
The Rams are the 2nd overall team graded in the NFL right now. All right. Eagles are 10th. They're second only the Packers graded out. Offensively, they're the number 1 team graded out through the first 2 weeks in the NFL. All right. Second is Green Bay, and Rams are number 1. The Colts are number 3, and the Bills are number 4. The Eagles are down at number 12. So not brutal. Defensively, the Rams are number 6 graded out team in the NFL through the first 2 weeks. All right. So you're looking at a team that's really playing well right now. Now, the Eagles being, what did I say, 12 on offense, they're 9 on defense. So the Rams are 1 on offense, 6 on defense. Rams are playing pretty good football right now, and they haven't quite put it all together. They are 2-0. You go to their 2 games. I'll go to their game last week and just kind of look at, who played well offensively in that game. Yeah, Puka Nacua is a beast. Devontae Adams is playing great football.
And they're trying to get him. Get this. And excuse me, folks. They're forcing him the ball. You know how people in here are going, and you hear Kevin Petullo? There's a fine line between force. Zander, I've got A.J. Brown. I'm going to force the ball to him. Versus your number 2 cornerback. You're going to force. Are you not going to do this? What's this, Zander? Hey, A.J., here's the ball in space with the Chiefs' number 2 cornerback. I forced the ball to you. How do you feel about him being in space? Versus the number 2 guy in the secondary on the Chiefs. Yeah, it's a fine line. I thought he was a librarian, man. That guy was talking like he was a librarian, Kevin Petullo, today. Hey, books are over there when it comes to tax code. It's in aisle number 7. And if you want the tax code when it comes to, like, inheritance, it's over in aisle 6. I thought I was listening to a tax code lawyer today instead of an offensive coordinator.
I don't know, dude. I wrote an article for JAKIBsports.com today about Kevin Petullo. It is interesting, Sills, to just kind of look at. There's a lot of pressure, bro, on golf. I know, and look, I understand, and it's rightful because of all the weapons that we have. And I know people are going to be hard on Petullo, but there's pressure on the offense, man. The last 4 offensive coordinators, 2 of them led the team to a Super Bowl. All right, Shane Steichen and Kellen Moore. Both of them are hired from outside the organization. And Brian Johnson, who a first-year offensive coordinator who finished with a top 10 offense, he was number 8 offense in football, was fired with one of the worst defenses in football and no A.J. Brown in the playoffs. And they just said, you're done. That's not fans. That's not fans and people in this chat saying offense has to be better. That's the owner of the football team saying we have to be better than that. So Kevin Petullo right now, I don't know what they're ranked at offensively, but it can't be pretty.
They're 31st.
Good.
They're 28th.
Total?
Yeah, I got it right here.
28
right now,
total?
after 2 weeks, they are ranked in total offense. The Philadelphia Eagles are ranked 29th in total offense. 29th.
That's not good, Sills.
31st in passing.
That can't be good.
Hey, by the way, just what people – you said this in the offseason. Well, Sills, it can't get any worse, can it? The passing game. It went from 29 to 31. Dude, this ain't a 17-game deal. This is now 19 games. They're 29th in total offense in 8 quarters of football. And like John says, how the fuck are they 2-0?
All right, so total offense. Oh, man, total offense. The Eagles are 29th. Ooh, the Titans, the Vikings, the Bengals. You don't want to be mentioned with the Titans or the Vikings right now. Passing offense, the Eagles are 31. Oh, no.
With A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith.
Rushing offense, they're 7th.
Thanks to Jalen.
Yeah. And Saquon.
Okay. Year ago,
scoring.
They're down 7 points in scoring.
Scoring, they're 16th, so they're right middle of the pack.
A year ago, they were scoring 27. They were scoring 27 a game.
I can't sit here and lie to everybody. That's not great. Third down offense, they're 3rd in the league. Woo! Yep.
That's hurts.
We got something, baby. We got something cooking on offense, Sills.
29th in total offense.
I'm surprised you haven't been ragging on the 0 passing touchdowns that Senor.
Oh, no. We have. He's the only quarterback in the league with no touchdown passes. Do you know that? He's the only guy in the league. Look at that. And by the way, do you know what he is ranked in passing yards? He's 31st.
We are number 1 in the red zone offense.
Okay, I got
it. With the Bears.
Why are they micromanaging the offensive side and not the defensive
They're
side?
not Well, maybe because they have $200 million invested into it.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay. That's right. Let the coaches do their jobs, maybe. Because you're letting the one guy on the other side do his job and the guy's doing it fucking above board.
All right. Well, Vic Fangio gets a little bit more leeway than Kevin Petullo.
Then why'd you give him the keys to the car?
I don't know why they did. I think it was a Nick thing. I think somebody said it. I think Nick won a Super Bowl. They gave him they let him make his pick for coordinator. Once it falls on his face, they'll eviscerate Nick.
They'll never do that
his
again.
guy and embarrass him, and then they'll go and hire whoever they want again.
Wait, Nick's not going to fight for Kevin?
Would you fight for the 31st rank?
If I fought for him to get the job? No, you know what I said? He'll never fight for Kevin. He'll fight for Howie.
You still got it. You still got to deliver the goods, man. Nick can get you the job if you can't.
It is that.
Yeah.
It is that.
I mean, Nick can't be responsible for every part of it.
Okay, I want you to do one thing for me now. Name me one guy on offense you think is playing great ball.
One guy on offense who's playing great ball.
Hey, take your time. Go ahead, take your time.
All right, dude. Mailata.
No, I'll take the other guy.
Lane?
Yeah.
Lane hasn't played that well.
Well, I saw him a lot in the Cowboy game get destroyed. Are you surprised that Zadarius Harris is playing? Or Zadarius is playing well? Smith?
No.
But wait a minute. How could he be outplaying the dude you had in the building and you drafted 30th?
Because the dudes we had in the building are stiffs.
Oh.
No, they're not stiffs. They're not ready yet, dude. They're not ready.
So
Jalen Hunt is not ready to be your guy on the edge. Nolan Smith, I think, is. Nolan Smith sets the edge violently well, really well. He just doesn't rush the passer yet as good as Zadarius does. But I don't know if he'll ever rush the passer that great because he's pretty undersized.
So would it be fair to say when Big Sill said those dudes had to replace Josh Sweat, haven't yet? Yeah. Fair. Yep.
What are we ranked out defensively right now? We just did the offense ranking.
Let's see. I think you're 8th or 9th.
Ooh, let's double check. Sills.
Let's see how that looks.
9th in total defense.
Let's see how that looks after the
passing defense. We're 8th. Rushing defense,
16th.
We are 21st in rushing defense.
Whoa!
Scoring defense, we are 12th.
Not bad.
Red
bad
zone
for a young group.
defense. Red zone defense, we're 17th. And third down defense, we are 25th.
You're 16th in run defense? All right. Against two teams I couldn't name their running backs.
We got the Browns and the Packers are 1 and 2. Dude, this Packers team is through 2 weeks is looking good.
Looking good. I want to see.
The Rams are what on the run? They're 17th against the run.
Man. Oh, so you feel good going into that, right? You feel pretty good going into that Rams game, right?
I don't feel bad. I mean, total defense, the Rams are 4th, so they're playing better this year defensively. Jared Verse looks like he's off to a pretty good start already. They have a good defensive line. I like some of their secondary players as well. So they have good. I mean, they're a good team. The Rams are a good team. The toughest part about this Rams team is going to be those receivers and what is Adoree Jackson going to do, because Adoree couldn't hide from CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Now CeeDee Lamb dropped the ball a lot and let him get away with it, but how are you going to be able to hide Devontae Adams or Adoree Jackson when you got Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua on the other side? I just don't think that looks pretty good. So they're going to have a big game, man. They're going to have to step up this week. Vic Fangio is going to have to pull some magic, and our boy Jalen Hurts is going to have to throw for 150 yards at least.
So let me. I gotta throw another one at you here. Okay, so this is this is sacks. So let me take a look at sacks here. Here's your leaders. You don't have one guy ranked in the top 30 in sacks right now. And I want to look at, I mean, yeah. So there's not one guy ranked in the top 30 in sacks
For the
at
Eagles?
pressuring the quarterback.
No, we have one sack, don't we?
And you got Stafford coming up, right?
Yeah, Stafford gets rid of that ball quick, too.
And you've got Devontae Adams. So if Dory Jackson's on Devontae Adams, who are you putting on Puka Nacua? Devontae or Q? Who do you think the matchup is better on? Q or Devontae?
Q or Devontae? What do you mean?
Do you want to put Q on Devontae or do you want to put him on Puka?
You probably want to put Q on. That's tough. Probably Puka.
Puka. Okay.
Probably. I was going to say Devontae, but Puka's physical, dude.
Okay. Who's covering? Who's covering Devontae Adams again?
I don't know. I guess a Dolores Jackson.
All right.
That's a nod to Brian Pumper, who's been calling him Dolores since we got him.
And you're 16th in rushing. The kid runs the ball pretty well for the Rams, right? The kid from Notre Dame runs the ball pretty well.
Tyron Williams. Yep.
All right. Look, I want to do something and throw some water on this. It's only 8 quarters. I mean, you know, we had nuclear meltdowns last year when you were 2-2. So, you know, here's my top 10 teams. Did I give you the top 10 teams? I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You gave me the top 10.
Oh, yes. Okay, I did.
Yeah. I don't get how yesterday you said the Eagles were fraudulent 2-0 team, and then today you put them at number 1. That doesn't make sense.
Because I don't really think – I think everybody's fraudulent right now.
Okay.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Everyone's fraudulent.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, I think Arizona's fraud. Don't you think Arizona's fraudulent at 2-0?
Yeah, I do.
I think maybe –
I don't think the Packers are fraudulent.
What?
I don't think the Packers are fraudulent.
So let me ask you this. Jordan Love had to win a game with the last second drive. You buying them?
No.
Jalen Hurts has the last second drive. You buying them? I am.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean,
Fair.
I'm buying them until something changes. That's again, we have to get out of September. Zander, I'm being careful about September. About Jordan Davis getting some love today.
Yeah, from Vic.
Vic gave him some love.
And Zadarius didn't.
Don't put on Carter, though. He's
Yeah.
out of shape. We had a conversation about it. He's not in very good shape. I think he's upset with that guy.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I think because he sees the talent in him and wants him to achieve
That's what it is.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah.
doesn't like the
He
guy.
wants him to be who he's capable of being, you know. And I think Carter, you know, I think he's getting there. I think Carter does, you know, still has a ways to go in terms of that stuff, but he'll get there.
I think he gave Makuba some great love today.
Yeah, well, Makuba's look good, man. Makuba's is a pleasant surprise right now in the secondary, which is good, you know. Now just don't get trucked by Mahomes, and we'll be good on that front.
Mahomes, Mr. Dad Body, trucks you right there on the field, Mr. Dad Body. Hey, he gave love for Campbell too. He said, "No, he's playing well, man. He's getting better and better. He's going to be able to eventually, like, you know, be an impact football player." But how about the comment he made about Ajomo? I think you people have to start saying and stop asking me that question because he's a good football player, man. Stop asking me, are you surprised? Because I'm not surprised anymore. He's a good player. I thought he gave even a Dory Jackson a little love. Yeah, he got cooked on one play, but I thought he was okay. I mean, I thought he goes like this. Maybe this will be a
Well, he was able to cover Tyquan Thornton.
Tyquan fucking Thornton. Oh my God.
What does that do for me? You know?
Tyquan fucking Thornton. Dude,
Robert brings up a pretty good question. How the fuck is Carter out of shape? You got one of the biggest defensive contracts in football waiting for you at the end of the year. And you start your year. Robert, ready for this? And again, I'm not trying to rip on Jalen Carter. You got to call a spade a spade. You start your year with a suspension because you had to spit on Dallas's quarterback and you're not in shape. Dude, that's lack of discipline. That's lack of being a grown man. That's lack of handling your business.
Okay, he did have a shoulder injury in camp. Okay, I'm not giving him
That's
all
true.
that.
That's true. It's good fair.
He did, he was like sidelined a
I
couple
don't know.
times.
I'm just saying. I can only speak for myself, but
No, I think he's pissed off about that and the thing that happened in the game in the first week. I don't think that first week is worn off Vic yet.
I mean, you telling me there's $160 million bag of gold at the end of the finish line? I would show up looking like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are you kidding me?
Right. I'd be running. I'd be a runner.
Yeah.
Like I would be.
I mean,
that Bolt.
I'd
be in shape like you
Come
would.
on.
I'd be a distance runner.
Yeah, I'd be a fucking machine.
Yeah,
a machine with that bullshit. Come on, man.
$40 million waiting for me. Come on, dog. Right?
Come on, Jalen.
Does it sound like I'm out on Kevin?
I'm
disappointed in Kevin Patullo.
I don't know why.
Well, I'm not. Okay, so let me ask you this.
I think you're absolving other people a little too much. Like, it's not just Patullo. It's Hurts, it's Patullo, it's the receivers, it's everybody. AJ Brown tells me he can't get open because they're in zone coverage. All right, so guess what? Should every defensive coordinator just run zone coverage on you and you're fucked?
Okay, then what happened in 9 months that all those other players lost their focus? Super Bowl hangover?
Maybe that's what's happening at the start of the year. Maybe they're not ready to be back and playing this game yet.
Well, then that bullshit that Nick was telling me about, we don't want to see the banner fall. We don't want to talk about repeat. We don't want to. It actually was a reverse effect on him. Get this. Mr. Nick Sirianni had the reverse effect on him. Because if you're telling me it's the receivers, it's the coordinator, and it's the quarterback, and it's all of them, and they're not prepped and ready to rock for a Super Bowl defense, then you're telling me these guys are sitting there at Wildwood like Hoochie Coochie Man and sitting there with Cooper with the honeys going like,
man, in Wildwood, they got too much cash for that. They're in like Avalon or some shit where all the mansions are. They just knock down $1 million mansions in Avalon.
Do you think there's anything to that? That this
maybe.
Is like you're looking at a Super Bowl hangover?
Maybe, but I don't think so.
What would say not? You just said they don't. It's everybody. You just said it's everybody.
So you think it's all Kevin Patullo?
No, I think Kevin Patullo's put many of those players in bad positions, and he doesn't know his personnel. The Grant Katera play is a prime example of it. So
Grant Calcaterra stinks. I've been telling people that Grant Calcaterra stinks for months, and people get so mad at me. He can catch the ball. I'm like, all right, he can catch. He blows.
So get this. When Kevin Patullo was asked a question today, and they go like this, well, yeah, he was very efficient on all the blitzing that he had. We couldn't really get anything open. And I'm like this, so you couldn't scheme anything up to get A.J. Brown and Devontae fucking Smith open? We're not talking about Juju Smith-Schuster and what's his name? Taekwondo. We're not talking about guys like that. We're talking about A.J. Brown and Devontae. He can't get those guys open if you're blitzing.
Well, that's why
you're not the right guy.
I'm sorry, but that's why I didn't buy the AJ thing. Like, dude, I don't really care if you're in zone or man or you're in brackets or what. Like, you're good enough to get the ball. You're either the best receiver in football or you're not. All right. I don't expect Jahan Dotson to get open when you got brackets on him. I do expect AJ Brown to get open.
Jahan Dotson's not going to win me a Super Bowl. AJ
Curtis
Brown
says AJ blamed the zone because he isn't going to blame Jalen. He probably did learn his lesson there.
Okay, well, Curtis, I told you, and I asked all of you in here, what game did you think we were going to start to see the old eruption of Mount Vesuvius, A.J. Brown, before you start getting that fucking guy going like this? So, wait, okay, it's the zone. Are you trying to tell me Jalen Hurts can't read a zone defense? Holy shit. And then you had, what's his name going? We had plays open down the field. That was a backhanded slap to Hurts, too. Dude, how do you think he's played, Jalen, first 8 quarters?
Jalen played well in game 1 and game 2. I thought he missed his mark a little bit. I thought he left some meat on the bone with this offense, with how much talent they have, and I think he's still evolving. He doesn't really look like he's got all the rust off yet, especially in the passing game. Thought he was a little gun shy. A little gun shy. Don't be afraid to pull that trigger, man. And I think somebody in here has been commenting. I think it's been Kenzo, who is notorious for some shitty takes, but every once in a while, Kenzo, you give us a good one. He said it's a little bit of paralysis by over-analysis with Jalen, where he's just like, they beat him to a pulp on don't turn the football over. Now he questions every throw he makes, And those windows in the NFL, they last for 1 second, man. One 2 seconds. Yeah. So they're not big windows. Those windows shut quick. So Jalen's got to let that ball fly a little bit. I think he's overthinking it a little bit. But at the end of the day, we're still winning, so.
How about this? How big are these next 8 quarters? Are you going to know more? Are you going to know more about your football team?
You're going to know a little more, but they're not that big, dude. They're big, but they're not that big.
It'll be 16 quarters then.
If we lose both games and look like dog shit, it won't be good. We'll be talking about it, but it won't be so bad that they won't be able to recover from it.
No, not at all.
So I mean, it's big. You want them to obviously continue to evolve and get better, but I'm not going to sit here and say if we don't beat the Rams, we're not going to win a Super Bowl.
How about this? If I made this comment, would this be fair? Saquon Barkley looks like New York Giants Saquon Barkley right now.
What'd you say? Saquon looks like Giants Saquon?
Yeah.
Well, part of that's true. Offensive line hasn't held up that well.
No. I'm very
3.7 yards a carry is a significant drop from what he did last year.
Absolutely. He's at 3.7 now? Is that right?
Does it matter? I mean,
yeah, he was at 5.8 last year.
I'm saying I think they're all of the mindset as long as they win games, they don't care. They're right until they're right until they're proven that they're not right.
It is what it is till it is till it isn't. Is that what it is? It is what it is till it is till it isn't. Or whatever that Hurts thing is that he says.
Who said that line? Was that a Jalenism?
Or something like that. It is till it is till not till it is.
Let's get our supers, dude. We got Angelo coming up.
Yeah, coming up.
Jim says, "What's up, Jim? We are in the middle of a Super Bowl window. We should not be playing games with the O coordinator position." I agree. You think they're playing games with Kevin Petula?
I think that's exactly what you said yesterday.
Our boy Underdog is listening. Underdog's in here. This dude, Underdog, watches his Eagles game with his clenched fist, with his fist clenched like this, watching Jalen Hurts. That's Underdog. He can't stand him. All right, here we go. Kimberly says, Lane said it again last year. Offense is stale. Offense is really stale. John M says, our team is still building the final product. No shit. It's only week 2. John M, Jordan Davis be like, yeah, Jordan Davis looked good.
Yeah,
and then Kimberly said, Harry said, Paul Revere, Petula.